The Kaaba is the first house of worship. Allah said, Inna awwala baytin wudi'a lin-nas, for all people, for their acts of worship and religious rituals. They go around the house in tawaf, pray in its vicinity, and remain in its area in itikaf. Lalladhi bi Bekkah, meaning the Kaaba that was built by Ibrahim al-Khalil, whose religion the Jews and Christians claim they follow. However, they do not perform Hajj to the house that Ibrahim built by Allah's command, and to which he invited the people to perform Hajj. Allah said next, I Mubarakan, sanctified, wa huda lil alameen. Imam Ahmad recorded that Abu Dhar said, I said, O Allah's Messenger, which masjid was the first to be built on the surface of the earth? He said, Al-Masjid al-Haram. I said, which was built next? He replied, Al-Masjid al-Aqsa. I said, what was the period of time between building the two? He said, 40 years. He added, ثُمَّ حَيْثُ أَدْرَكْتَ الصَّلَاةَ فَصَلِّ فَكُلُّهَا masjid. The prayer becomes due, perform the prayer there, for the whole earth was made a masjid. Al-Bukhari and Muslim also collected this hadith. The names of Makkah, such as Bakka, Allah said, لَلَّذِي بِبَكَّةَ, where Bakka is one of the names of Makkah. Bakka means it brings buka, to the tyrants and arrogant, meaning they cry and become humble in its vicinity. It was also said that Makkah was called Bakka because people do buka next to it, meaning they gather around it. There are many names for Makkah, such as Bakka, Al-Bayt al-Atiq, Al-Bayt al-Haram, Al-Balad al-Amin, and Al-Mamun. Makkah's names include Umram, al-Qura, Salah, as well as others. The station of Ibrahim Allah's statement, Fihi Ayat Bayinat 397, means clear signs that Ibrahim built the Kaaba and that Allah has honored and blessed it. Allah then said, Maqam Ibrahim of Ibrahim. When the building the Kaaba was raised, Ibrahim stood on the maqam so that he could raise the walls higher, while his son Ismail was handing the stones to him. We should mention that the maqam used to be situated right next to the house. Later, and during his reign, Umar bin al-Khattab moved the maqam farther to the east, so that those who go around the house in tawaf are able to perform it easily, without disturbing those who pray next to the maqam after finishing their tawaf. Allah commanded us to pray next to the maqam, وَاتَّخِذُوا مِن مَقَامِ إِبْرَاهِيمَ مُصَلَّى, the maqam of Ibrahim, as a place of prayer. 2:125. We mentioned the hadiths about this subject before, and all the thanks are due to Allah. Al-Awfi said that Ibn Abbas commented on Allah's statement, Fihi ayatun bayinatum maqamu Ibrahim, such as the maqam and al-Mashar al-Haram. Mujahid said, the impression of Ibrahim's feet remains on the maqam as a clear sign. It was reported that Umar bin Abdul Aziz al-Hassan, Qatada, As-Sudi, Muqatil bin Hayyan, and others said similarly. Al-Haram, the sacred area, is a safe area. Allah said, وَمَنْ دَخَلَهُ كَانَ آمِنًا. 97 meaning, the Haram of Makkah is a safe refuge for those in a state of fear. There in its vicinity they will be safe, just as was the case during the time of Jahiliyyah. Al-Hasan al-Basri said, a man would commit murder, then wear a piece of wool around his neck and enter the Haram. And even when the son of the murdered person would meet him, he would not make a move against him until he left the sanctuary. Allah said, أَوَلَمْ يَرَوْا أَنَّا جَعَلْنَا حَرَمًا آمِنًا وَيُتَخَطَّفُ النَّاسُ مِنْ حَوْلِهِمْ. A secure sanctuary. Why? While men are being snatched away from all around them. And فَلْيَعْبُدُوا رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ الَّذِي أَطْعَمَهُمْ مِنْ جُوعٍ وَآمَنَهُمْ مِنْ خَوْفٍ, the Lord of this house, who has fed them against hunger and has made them safe from fear. 106:3-4. It is not allowed for anyone to hunt in the Haram, or to drive game out of its den to be hunted, or cut the trees in its vicinity, or pick its grass, as the hadiths of the Prophet and the statements of the companions testify. The two Sahihs recorded that Ibn Abbas said, on the day of the conquest of Makkah, the Messenger of Allah sallam said, La hijra, walakin jihadun wa niyyah, wa idha stumfirtum fanfiru. Only jihad and good intention. If you were mobilized, then march forth.